Yeah, hello with us. And the first question is a little bit about yourself,
Yeah.
who you are, and how you come to Austria, to our little station.
Oh, I'm a veterinarian and I like very much the animals and the mountains, and I start my travel this year in 25 of September. And I start in Barcelona in my house and go to Pyrenees for say goodbye my mountains in Pyrenees, and go to Andorra, and after I riding with my bike to France, Monaco, to the north of Italy, and after cross Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, German, and now I stay here near Links. And after I think that I can go to Praga, to the north of Czechia, and after it's necessary for me for the weather, for the cold, it's necessary to go to the south of Europe. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about to travel in the winter time in Europe is a very unique situation for me. Because it's very special, and for this reason I picked you a song from Manu Chao. We only listen to Manu Chao
Perfect.
in this show, and the song is called Siberia. And today we have a very fit visitor. Carlos is riding his bike through Europe, and he's a guest in the radio station. Last night you slept in the
in here in the site of the radio station. I thank you very much. It's a good night. The call now here in this country, it's hard, and the possibility of sleep into the house, it's very good for me.
Do you normally sleep in a tent? Or?
Yeah, in a normal day I sleep in a tent or with a bivouac. Sometimes in a house in construction or in a garden or similar, and today for me it's a good day. I can sleep.
Wow. So the last song from Manu Chao, Siberia, was fitting Carlos a bit. When you when you left Spain, this was only 1 month ago. How long did it take you for the preparation?
When I 10 years ago I start to do every weekend to the mountain. I think that this is a good preparation. Every weekend I go to climbing mountains, or with my bike, or for in winter with my for a ski mountain, or a lot of sports. And I like very very much the canyons. And for me, the mountain and the animals, it's my life. And I prepare a little this travel, and I stay a little more of 2 weeks reading in the north of Spain. I start in the north of Spain in Santiago de Compostela, and after cross all the country of Portugal and go to the south and cross the middle of Spain. And I reading near 2,000 kilometers for prepare this travel, for see my new bike and my new trailer. And after I stay 3 or 4 weeks in my house for see goodbye my friends or my family, and after start this travel. Yeah, in September, the last part of September.
So you have finished your university as being a veterinarian doctor?
Yeah. I finished veterinary in 6 years ago, and after I start to work with a veterinary, and I stay 5 or 6 years working, and I win a little part of money for realize this dream, no, my dream, no, for now start this travel.
If somebody wants to follow Carlos on his dream, the website is called livemydream.net.
Yeah, this is my website. Every week I write something and I put photographies. It's very nice for me.
Yeah, very nice pictures I've seen already.
Yeah,
on the website. So the reason for you leaving the Spain was just because it's your dream and you wanted to do it anyway. It's not connected to the situation in Spain at the moment.
Yeah, for me, start this travel now. It's a little hard because the situation in Spain it's not very good. I have a normal job, a good job for me, for a veterinarian, but sometimes it's necessary think for the future. And for me, start this travel, it's necessary for me. And I lost now my job. Perhaps it's not a good idea for a lot of people, but for me it's necessary start this travel. Perhaps in the future, in 1 year or 2 years, I think okay, it's very hard or it's not good for me this travel. But for me now it's my dream, and I think that it's possible continue for 4 or 5 years. And if I spend part of my money, I think that it's possible work in Australia or in Canada. I don't know, but now I think that it's important for me start this travel and see if it's good for me or it's only a dream. But I think that it's now it's my life. No, for me reading now 10 countries. It's my life. And the next part, it's a dream. But every day for me, it's 1 day more of my life and not my dream.
So you're really living in the moment and you're living day by day?
Yeah, it's necessary.
That's a big difference to like a normal life where it's all planned, and when you step out through the travel.
Yeah.
And maybe the speed of life is also changing.
Yeah. In Spain, the situation it's not very good for a lot of people, young people. It's very difficult find a new job, and perhaps it's necessary for a lot of people go to other countries for work or for have a good life. And but now it's this is the situation economical, and it's necessary have a lot of heart and go to the next year. It's possible that it's much better than today.
And when young people stay in Spain without the jobs, what do people do? Is there any activities the people start to work together on? Like we have this movement. It's urban farming. The people start to grow their own vegetables or try to make their own money. Is there any movements you can tell us about?
Yeah, in this moment, a lot of people it's studying, and when stop these studies, these people it's not possible find a good job. But sometimes a lot of people study a second, different work for change this position. But the problem is the job now for the old people or for the young people it's impossible, and sometimes it's possible find a bad job but not a good job.
Yeah, there is maybe in the future not enough jobs for all of us. So the question is, what do people do?
Yeah.
Maybe all of us start cycling around Europe. Or
Yeah, I think that with a bike, you can travel with a few part of money. It's not necessarily a lot of money. You can spend a few money every day only for buy a food, and it's a good idea for the young people for see a different countries or a different viewers of the world. It's important. A lot of time it's very important to see different parts of the world, and in every country all it's different. And this is important for the young people. I think it's important.
Okay, we are ready for another song from Manu Chao. Desparecido.
Me llaman el desaparecido, cuando llega ya se ha ido. Volando vengo, volando voy, deprisa, rumbo perdido. Cuando me buscan nunca estoy, cuando me encuentran yo no soy el que está enfrente, porque ya me fui corriendo más allá. Me dicen el desaparecido, fantasma que nunca está. Me dicen el desagradecido, pero esa no es la verdad. Yo llevo en el cuerpo un dolor que no me deja respirar. Llevo en el cuerpo una condena que siempre me echa a caminar. Me dicen el desaparecido, que cuando llega ya se ha ido. Volando vengo, volando voy, deprisa, rumbo perdido. Me dicen el desaparecido, fantasma que nunca está. Me dicen el desagradecido, pero esa no es la verdad. Yo llevo en el cuerpo un motor que nunca deja de rolar. Llevo en el alma un camino destinado a nunca llegar. Cuando me buscan nunca estoy, cuando me encuentran yo no soy el que está enfrente, porque ya me fui corriendo más allá. Me dicen el desaparecido, cuando llega ya se ha ido. Volando vengo, volando voy, deprisa, rumbo perdido. Perdido en el siglo, perdido en el siglo. Siglo XX. ¿Cuándo llegaré? ¿Cuándo llegaré? ¿Cuándo rumbo al 21? ¿Cuándo llegaré? Me llaman el desaparecido. ¿Cuándo llegaré? Perdido en el siglo. ¿Cuándo llegaré? ¿Cuándo llegaré? Me llaman el desaparecido. ¿Cuándo llegaré? Me dicen el desaparecido, fantasma que nunca está. Me dicen el desagradecido, esa no es la verdad. Yo llevo en el cuerpo un motor que nunca deja de rolar. Llevo en el alma un camino destinado a nunca llegar. Me llaman el desaparecido, que cuando llega ya se ha ido. Volando vengo, volando voy, deprisa, rumbo perdido. ¿Cuándo llegaré? 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 ¿Cuándo llegaré?
Manuel Normal da, beim Radio B138. Viel Spaß beim Radio Hurchen.
Ja, willkommen zurück im Radio B138. Heute bei uns im Studio Carlos aus Spanien, der mit dem Rad unterwegs ist. Where do you actually go? Do you have a
In the next part of
or you have like a special dream? I wanna go to Melbourne and have a cup of coffee on the marketplace there, or is there or do you just go day by day?
No, I have a plane. When I start this travel, I have a plane, and my first part of this travel it's Europe. After I go to Africa, after Asia, after Oceania, and in the last part all of America. But into this first part in Europe, for me it's a good dream in the next summer go to the north of Scandinavia with 24 hours of the sun and stay in Norway, Finlandia, Suecia. I think that it's a good idea. But every day I live this dream, and all the countries for me it's incredible. A lot of new people. I meet a lot of new people. A lot of experience every day, a lot of foods, a lot of things every day. But for me, my best dream into this travel for me it's Africa. I think that in Africa it's a most different continent, and I think that it's incredible for travel with one bike in Africa. And I meet in this travel 5 persons that stay more than 1 year in Africa and say me, okay, Carlos. The last countries, the last continents, it's incredible. A lot of nice viewers, a lot of things. But in Africa, the people, it's incredible. I think that it's a very, very good experience riding around the Africa with my bike. And for me, it's the best important thing in this travel. And perhaps in the future in Africa, it's possible help to other people. And now in Europe. A lot of people help me with for sleep or for different things, and I think that I can help to other people in Africa. And this is my project, and the website it's good for me, and I think that it's a nice experience in Africa.
So maybe you go directly to Africa. Or do you want to cycle around in Europe in winter time?
Yeah. Now I think that I spend a few months here because for me it's Europe. It's a good experience and preparation, physical and psychical for Africa for stay in Africa at 100%. I think that in this next month I go to Praga, and after it's necessary for me go to the south to the Balkans. After I go to Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia, Macedonia, and Greece. And after in January, February, March, I think that I can riding with my bike to Albania, Croatia, Slovenia, and Italy. For in the summer go to the north of Europe. It's a different travel with my bike, a lot of ways, but after when I stay in the summer in the north of Europa, I go another time to the south for go to Turkey, to Istanbul, for go to the Arabic Peninsula for into to Africa. I start reading in Africa in Egypt. I think that it's a good country for me. and I start this continent in Egypt and go to the south, to the South Africa, and after go up to Morocco. This is my dream. A lot of kilometers, but I think that it's possible.
And you have a lot of time. You don't have a point of time, a point of return.
I don't have a date of return, but I think that it's possible for my long route. It's possible spend 4 or 5 years. It's possible. I think. I hope.
How old are you now?
Now I'm 29 years.
Okay.
29 years. Yeah. Perhaps I retire when I have 34. I don't know.
So maybe you come back in 4 or 5 months on the way up north.
Yeah.
You come by again to the radio station and then you tell us about this
experience.
Yeah, about the experiment. I was wondering, maybe the Spanish people have a different feeling or a different feeling about the cold. Because when we were in Austria, we have 5 months the winter.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh no, it's the winter again. And maybe in Spain it's very hot, and so people are more, it's cold. It's like when people from the Arab countries come to Austria. There is one area in the middle of Austria where it's very greenish and a lot of rain, and they like it. They love it when it rains. They go out and like, oh yeah, Allahu Akbar. So maybe it's also with the Spanish people. They like the cold more.
I think that in this travel, for me, it's impossible all the time. Have a lot of people say me, okay, if you start in summer, it's much better the weather. Okay, it's possible, but in a long travel, it's impossible all the time. Stay all the time in summer in all the countries is impossible, and it's necessary past a lot of cold, a lot of hot, a lot of wind, a lot of rain. And now it's possible I have a little of cold, and after it's necessary to go to the south. But sometimes it's impossible. When sometimes it's necessary you stay 5 days with a lot of rain, a lot of wind. But it's normal. I think that it's impossible see the future, and for me now it's difficult sometimes for the cold. But this is a part of this travel. It's not. It's good in a travel, and for me this part is I like very much the mountain. I carry some part of good clothes and good sleeping bag, and if I have a cold, I put my good clothes and go.
There is a saying in Austria. It's called "There is no bad weather. It's only bad clothes."
Yeah. It's necessary.
Yeah, as a kid, you start to hate this saying when the parents tell you this, when they drag you out into the snow or into the cold. I have another question, Carlos. When you cycle, you're on your own most of the time. There's not much of conversation. It's a kind of a meditation, isn't it?
Yeah, but sometimes it's incredible, but it's impossible to stay 1 or 2 days with. It's every day I talk with a lot of persons. I ask a lot of directions. I ask for know for carry water, or for buy something, or for sleep, or perhaps it's with these persons you don't have a long conversation, but I talk with a lot of people every day. For me it's nice. You meet a lot of people, different people every day, and you see a different life in every country. All it's different, and for me it's every day it's a new experience, a lot of new experience.
And is it hard for you to stop on a place somewhere and like spend 1, 2, 3, 4 days? Or is it kind of you have this mission drive that you need to go again?
No.
And
sometimes it's possible to stop. Now I only have the problem with the cold weather. After I think that I don't need every day reading 100 of kilometers. It's possible if I stay good in one point. I can spend 3 or 4 days. It's not a problem. But now I have the problem with the time, with the cold weather. It's necessary to go to the suit. But in the last week, I broke one part of my trailer of my bike, and I stay 5 days in Rosenheim in Deutschland.
But
in
you
Germany.
had to.
Yeah, but
your bike was broken.
Yeah, it's broken. But for me, it's an incredible experience. But I meet a lot of people, and I go to climbing to the mountains in Tyrol, in Austria, and I up 5 mountains. I riding only with my bike, alone,
with no trailer.
No trailer. And every day it's incredible.
The real freedom with no trailer.
And another day I go with one person of 60 years old. All the day, 8 hours raining. Running. Each hour in the mountain, and it's incredible. For me, it's a good experience.
Because I know this feeling when you travel somewhere, then sometimes it's hard to stop.
It's possible.
For me, very nice experiences were when the car was broken, because then you stop somewhere where you never would stop, maybe.
Yeah.
And then it starts a new story.
Yeah.
Well, normally, if the trailer is good, you would.
Yeah, you go every day. But sometimes when I see in France, in the first part of this travel, when I see a good national park or similar, I go to with my bike and I stay 1 day in this national park or 2 days, and after go to another national park, or I visit Cevennes, Verdun, a lot of good points. And after, I think that when the weather it's more good, I can stay spend a lot of days with climbing mountains or similar, or with if I meet good persons, I can stay a lot of days. I think, but sometimes it's not very easy.
Yeah,
it's necessary to continue the travel.
Manu Chao, the next song, Luna y Sol.
Luna, se apaga el farol. En este mundo todo es mentira, la verdad. Todo es mentira, yo me digo. Todo es mentira, ¿por qué será? Esperando la última ola, esperando la última rola. Arriba la luna, oh yeah. 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 Mentira lo que dice, mentira lo que va, mentira lo que cuece bajo la oscuridad. Arriba la luna, oh yeah. Arriba la luna, oh yeah. Todo es mentira desde arriba la luna, todo es mentira, la verdad. Arriba la luna, todo es mentira, yo me digo la luna, todo es mentira, ¿por qué será? Mentira la mentira, mentira la verdad, mentira lo que cuece bajo la oscuridad. Arriba la luna, oh yeah. Arriba la luna, oh yeah. Buscando mi ideal, buscando mi ideal, buscando mi ideal, buscando mi ideal. ¿Cuándo será? ¿Cuándo será? ¿Por dónde saldrá el sol?
Nosotros nacimos de la noche,
¿Por dónde
en ella
saldrá el
vivimos,
sol?
moriremos en ella. Pero la luz será mañana para los más, para todos aquellos que hoy lloran la noche, para quienes se niega el día.
Arriba la luna, oh yeah.
Para todos la luz,
Arriba
para nosotros la dignidad insurrecta, para nosotros el futuro negado, para nosotros nada. Reforma, libertad, justicia y ley, el general...
Manuel dem Alto, beim Radio B138, viel Spaß beim Radiohurchen.
Ja, willkommen zurück im Radio B138. Heute bei uns Carlos, der, geplante Weltenradler. Er hat begonnen am 25. September in Barcelona, war in Frankreich, Spanien und ist jetzt durch Deutschland, wo er 5 Tage mit einem gebrochenen Rad warten musste und ist jetzt zu uns gekommen, hat heute um 16 Uhr übernachtet und ja, wie jeder Reisende versuchen wir natürlich auch ihm ein Radiointerview anzubieten. Er hat sofort gemeint, jupp, kein Problem. Und genau, jetzt wieder back to English. Carlos, you studied
veterinary. Yeah.
Veterinary
in Spain.
Veterinary in Spain.
Veterinary.
And you mentioned quite a few times in the interview how important the mountains are for you and how you care about the nature and their preservation.
Yeah. For me, I study veterinary because I like very, very much the mountain, the animals, and when I was a children, I like very, very much this. And now it's a part of my life. No, every weekend and every holidays I go to the mountain, and for me it's necessary in my website. It's a bigger important thing in my life. This part. And it's necessary. I think that the people change the viewer of the mountain, and sometimes it's not. The people don't preserve a lot of the mountains, and the political condition is not very, very good for the mountains. But I think that in the future, perhaps change this vision in a lot of countries, and it's necessary change for every person change this mentality. And I put in my website every month I write for animals. I write to explain a lot of things or a different animals for preserve these animals, and a lot of people say me, oh, it's a good idea. A lot of children or in schools it's possible to read these writings in my website, and perhaps in the future it's good for me. It's nice. And I think that in a lot of countries here it's good have a lot of natural areas, but in a different countries it's when a country is poor, it's sometimes it's very difficult, and a lot of people need the wood or the space for the animals, and sometimes it's very difficult. But I think that it's possible that change this vision in the future, and it's necessary for the planet. It's necessary, I think. This is my mean of this point, I think.
And that's the message. You will travel all over the place.
Yeah,
it's very important that nature has some, how do you call it, spokesman?
Yeah.
So you're the nature spokesman.
Yeah.
That travels with the message through the countries and tells people also have a look on the nature, because our system or our society is very focused on different. The main focus is different at the moment. It's not about how our nature is dealing with us. There are big issues like climate change and all these things. You will hear that a lot of times on your travel, that people tell you the weather is crazy and it was not like this before. And so there is... No, it's not normal.
It's not normal.
No, we think it's normal that we pollute our surrounding all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
But this is, our behavior is not normal, and this is something that we need to learn. And
change the
you come from Spain. There is a lot of people already in Spain need to learn this lesson on a very hard way, because not feeding the family, not having any jobs, the kids or the youth has no future job wise. So there is the system is coming to a point where it's not going any further. and then maybe we look around and see, oh, this is destroyed and this is destroyed, so this is something we need to change. And
it's necessary, this change in the future. It's necessary for all the countries, not for one country, for all the countries. It's necessary for the future, for the planet, I think.
And in our brains, it's like built in that we need all. The only way to run the world is like we do it now. Spend the money and have this and destroy the planet, and this is not the normal way.
No. For now, the people change the vision, and it's necessary change now and another time this vision. It's necessary. I think that the people 30 or 40 years ago, it's more different than now. Today, all it's technology, or spend a lot of money with a lot of a good car, a good house. But sometimes it's not the best important thing in the life of one person. Have a Porsche or a good car. It's most important the community, or a lot of things. I think that it's not only important the money.
And have a connection to the nature. And through the disconnecting from the nature is bringing us away from a natural behavior or a natural feeling that something is going not the right way. And this is a big subject. Maybe this is something you can really train on your travel, that you influence people with your cycling,
I hope.
with your traveling, is that you make a point that you're not joining the normal way. You care about different things like nature, and you will make it at some day to a Buddhist country. This was a very nice experience for me. We came to Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
And it's a Buddhist country.
Incredible country.
And then from the airport we took a taxi, a cab, to one of the hotels. And there was it was not an alligator, it was a leguan, it was, I don't know how to call, lizard, a very big lizard. And the taxi driver was stopping the car because of the lizard. And this is something I had not experienced in India or somewhere else, because it's an animal.
It's different. In this country it's different.
It's I'm not into Buddhism. I was really impressed about.
It's important, this animal, for the people.
People took care, and nobody. The lizards have there is a big word at the moment. It's called lobbyism. Lobbying. And the animals, they don't have lobbies. They have nobody. Nobody looks after the animals. They have no big spokesman in the United Nations or in Brussels. So these parts of our life need more attention.
I think that it's necessary for all the countries see the position of these countries, of these different countries, and perhaps in the future change this vision.
Hopefully, and you are, and we all are part of the change, because it's our life, it's our world. And let's live our dreams. I would say,
it's necessary.
And everybody on this planet should have a dream.
It's necessary.
So I think that's a good end to the show, Carlos. Thank you very much for visiting us.
Thank you very much.
And a last song from Manu Chao. We call it Panic. Let's panic about nobody looks after the nature and the lizards on the road. Thanks for listening to Radio B138, and see you whenever. Hear you whenever.